Hello, and welcome to the FisherPoetry Podcast, a showcase of prose, poetry, and song written and performed by those in the commercial fishing community. Mostly. I'm your host, Brad. Thanks for joining us today. Today we are happy to be bringing you another installment of Sunday at Sea, a live show of maritime songs, stories, and good coastal fellowship hosted by Mark Allen Lovewell and Molly Knoll from Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. So, without further ado, here's their show.
All right.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
I love that sound.
All right, before we play, you gotta show the mandolin to everybody. I know many of you have been waiting for this.
Me too.
We had such a positive response from people who found out Molly got a new mandolin.
Yeah, we can tell a story about why, but
Well, let's get this tune going. But I just want to acknowledge the fact of our latest arrival on the show.
It's going to play this song. I think it likes
here we
this
go.
song. Here we go.
Welcome everyone. Welcome the mandolin. Welcome all of you for joining with us on this important Sunday at Sea. Father's Day.
Yay! Happy Father's Day!
Happy Father's Day to all of you who have fathers, whether they're alive or not around anymore. We cherish them. We treasure them.
Absolutely.
They're part of our community, our story.
Yeah.
Part of you, who you are. They define you, who you are, and it's important. I mean, we do Mother's Day really well. We throw a lot of gusto at it, but
and
Father's Day, it's not as dramatic, but it's still no less important.
And congratulations to all of you who not only have fathers or had fathers with us, but who are fathers.
Oh my gosh, the latest arrival fathers, the new ones, the ones who just started being a father.
Yeah, that's an important big step, isn't it?
We're not mentioning any names, but we got a few around. And anyway, we are so glad you could join with us tonight. This is a big deal for us. We've been psyching ourselves up all week over it, fretting about it. What are we gonna do now?
What are we gonna do now?
And I have to give a shout out to this amazing story that arose in the last 2 weeks. It goes back to May 25th when a group of scientists were out in airplanes flying over the water south of Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard, and they counted over 100 whales. They counted over 100 whales, 160 whales. They're a little nervous about saying 160 because they think they might have counted a couple of them more than once.
Would be hard to count.
But visualize in your mind, as we are in ours, this 100 whales.
And weren't they like a lot of different species and
A
stuff,
lot of
right?
different species. It can even tell you. There were, let me see here. 36 humpback whales.
Wow.
21 fin whales.
Those are big ones.
Minkies.
Oh, those are little ones.
Sperm. And of course, right whales, which we treasure.
Wow.
And 93 Sea whales. I may not be pronouncing that correct, Sea, but which are endangered. I mean, 93 of these. They're just it is so significant as far as news for our community, for you and whatever, to know that the ocean is dominated by these amazing, beautiful, warm-blooded creatures. Not just a couple of them here and there, but there are lots of them.
And we better sing a song about them. They deserve it.
I mean, this is about the killing of whales, but it's just the exuberance of this song is about whaling. And now, of course, we know better than that. But the exuberance of our awareness and treasuring of whales is what matters.
And the whale gets away in this one. That's very important.
That's right. Well, the lookout, he stood on the cross trees with a spyglass in his hand. There's a whale, there's a whale, there's a whale, for she cried. She blows at every span, brave boy. She blows at every span. Well, the captain, he stood on the quarterdeck. What a fine old man was he. Overhaul, but your davit tackles fall, and long shore goes out to sea, brave boy, and long shore goes out to sea. Well, we struck that whale, and the line paid out, but she gave a flourish with her tail, and the boat capsized, and 4 men were lost. We never caught that whale, brave boy. We never caught that whale. dreadful place that's never green, where there's ice and snow and the whale fishes blow, and daylight seldom seen, brave boys, and daylight seldom seen.
That's such a powerful song. I love that song. It's so good.
It's just amazing. Man, 100 whales. I mean, you know what? Lining up 100 people wandering around in an airport or in a terminal or on a
Right,
street.
160 people.
160 of, and just visualize in your mind that they're all warm-blooded, thinking creatures of the sea, coming up for air every once in a while and diving down. And they all have their stories, which they're not telling us.
That's right.
They all have their children, their lives, their fathers, their mothers. There's a whole ocean full of life.
We got stories.
And that's so important for us, you know. I mean, I just think it's a great piece. And I hope you'll comment. Please jump in, because
Ooh, let's see
Facebook
who's
Live is
here.
about commenting, okay? That's about you participating in the show.
Yeah, if you're able to send a comment.
We're not doing this alone.
Well, we got some nice people here with us. We got Susan McConnell's here.
Oh,
Hey,
Susan.
we got Carol and John are here. We got Brad's here. Woohoo, Brad's in the house. We got Dawn and Eric. Hey guys, it's so great to see all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. We're glad you're here.
We are. And
we know there's other people that we can't see, but that's okay. Welcome. We're glad you're here. We got another good song coming up here, don't we? This is a very different feel, but it's also about being out on the water. Oh, and it's got the banjo. Yay! Yeah.
Sound tune. Let me check it. I just wanted to know, folks, many of you love it when I have the banjo here, but you just have
It needs tuning. It's a sensitive instrument. We don't mind listening to that.
We have a professional audience out there. They want us to be in tune.
That's good. It's a little humid today, so that is going to affect it. A little bit damp in the air.
Thank you for your patience. We got to have a tuned banjo because nothing worse than hearing an untuned banjo.
We love this song.
You want to open up a little bit about why we're singing this song?
Sure.
About Wednesday.
That's right. This is a song that in a kind of a way reminds us of Juneteenth, which we're going to be celebrating in a national way on Wednesday. And the song comes from fishermen from down south, the Chesapeake area.
Chesapeake area,
Yeah.
Virginia, and all that way around.
And the black fishermen who would go out and go out to sea, and it's a song from that culture, and it's just a beautiful
Hard-working.
song. Yeah.
Hard working. It's
Yeah.
a hard working song.
Yeah. So we thought it was a good choice for today. Yeah.
We're bound away at the break of day.
By the sweet Louisiana.
For the fishing banks we'll make our way, and I won't be home tomorrow Ba 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 ba, sweet Rosanna. Ba 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 ba, and I won't be home tomorrow. Well, the ship is sailing around the bend. Bye-bye, sweet Rosanna. All loaded down with fishermen. And I won't be home tomorrow. Here we go. Ba-ba, 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 sweet Rosanna. Sing along. Ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. Instrumental?
Yeah, sure.
This verse. The stars are rocking up above. Bye-bye, sweet Rosanna. For the ocean is the fisherman's love, and I won't be home tomorrow. You ever been a boat? You know the stars are rocking.
Oh, yeah. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Sweet Rosanna. Bye 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 bye, and I won't be home tomorrow.
Well, the green seas are rolling by my side. Bye bye, sweet Rosanna. For the ocean is a fisherman's life. And I won't be home tomorrow. Sing with us. Bye 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 bye, bye bye, sweet Rosanna. Bye 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 bye, and I won't be home tomorrow. One more verse. Well, the stormy seas are in a churn. Bye-bye, sweet Rosanna. So pray for me when I return. And I won't be home tomorrow. Last time. Bye-bye. That's a nice song.
Hey, your favorite verse. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me that tomorrow night you're doing a naked eye stargazing event right up the hill here at the Martha's Vineyard Museum. It'll start at 9 p.m. It's got to start that late because that's when it gets dark.
Boy, isn't that amazing? Not until shortly after 9 does it get dark.
It's after our bedtime.
And the forecast is looking really good.
Yay! So come on out tomorrow if you're around. Come to the Martha's Vineyard Museum right up at the top of the hill. They're going to turn all the lights out there. So it should be a really great spot to see a lot of different stars. And he's going to tell us all their names and all that, good stuff about them. So it's going to be fun.
I'll show people where the Big Dipper is.
Yep. That's right.
Just in case you don't know where it is, it's there.
All kinds of good stars up there. That's right. Polaris, the North Star. That's right. That was a very important star for the Underground Railroad. That's for sure. Follow that North Star.
And you're going to talk a little bit about Juneteenth.
That's right.
Well, why do we have Juneteenth?
So
Juneteenth.
just in a nutshell, Juneteenth is kind of like an amazing holiday because, we think of the Emancipation Proclamation as the anniversary of the abolition of slavery, but there were no telegraphs back then. There were no ways to get word out fast, and there were certain parts of this country, and specifically in down south in Texas, that didn't hear the news. The people there were still working for about 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation and didn't hear the news that they were free until June 19th, a couple years later. So that's a significant holiday to celebrate. So that was good news for them. Very, very good news. Hey, Ted is here. Ted and Sharon. Yay! Great to see you all. And we've got another song that we're going to sing that has to do with, all those hard times and getting through them. Thinking always with great hope. This is a beautiful song. I love this. Here we go. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. You know your mama was born to die. All my trials, Lord, soon be There grows a tree in paradise, and the pilgrims call it the tree of life. My trials, Lord, soon be over. Too late, my brothers, too late, but never mind. Oh, my trials, Lord, soon be over. My trials, Lord, soon be over. Thank
Juneteenth.
you. Thank you. That was a lovely way to celebrate.
We got to honor that
Lovely.
story. That's an amazing
It's
American
an amazing
story
That's an amazing story.
for all of us.
That's
For
right.
all
And speaking of stories, whoa, what a segue. I just thought of that. We got a story here that hasn't been told. Well, I don't think we've told it on
It
Sunday.
hasn't
at
been
Sea.
told on this show. No.
But it's in one of his albums. It's in a recording. And I suddenly remembered about it today because of our experience on our first sail of the season, where we went to a place that's a wildlife sanctuary for birds. Just a lot of birds around. And it reminded me of this story. You take it away.
And lots of seagulls.
Lots and lots of seagulls.
Oh my God, we were surrounded by seagulls.
Yeah.
There's a seagull colony, blackback colony, and all their little young. We love them. We love seagulls. I'm sorry, we love them. I know some.
Them.
I was growing up, they used to have them in the landfills. You used to find seagulls at the landfill. Well, today they don't hang out in landfills anymore. They're
Nothing to eat there anymore.
not to eat there anymore. I just heard the clock. Did
That
you
was
hear the
fun.
clock
The
too?
ship's clock.
Anyway, this is a story that I've told in my children's CD. And,
I love it.
and I hope you love it too. It's you pay attention because it's like it's a joke. If you don't pay attention to it, you won't get it. You got to pay attention. So I got to make sure that I read it. It's called Captain Billy Bill. And it's in the CD Child's Island. It tells a story about a wonderful man in downtown Edgartown who worked on the waterfront. And I'm going to read it. It's called Captain Billy Bill. Captain Joe Mello stood on the deck of his boat cleaning and counting the quahogs he had harvested earlier in the morning on the flats of Contama Bay. I was a youngster. That summer I had learned how to row a boat. and thought well of everything on the water. I was truly fascinated by all that Joe did. Standing on the bow of his boat was a seagull, a herring gull. The bird stood there looking indifferent, but attentive. Every few minutes, Joe would open a quahog and throw a piece up at the bird, and either the gull caught it or it fell in the water. Then the bird would fly down and grab the morsel. Captain Billy Bill is the bird's name, Joe told me. And throughout the summer, I would see Joe motoring back and forth between the dock and the Katama Flats, and that gull was nearby. Captain Billy Bill always followed. What a pair. Well, from one summer to the next, I remember Joe working his boat. And there was Captain Billy Bill. The two were inseparable. I never paid too much attention to Captain Billy Bill. The bird was white with gray tops to its wings. Its beak was bright yellow. You know what a seagull looks like. There was Captain Billy Bill. What a loyal friend. It wasn't until many years later that I was sitting at the dock with a friend. We were fishing with our rods, reeling in scup and sea robins. When I mentioned the story of Joe Mello and his longtime pet seagull, I was older, a youth, and more interests on the baseball field than on the water. You think that was one seagull? My friend said. Well, yes, wasn't he? No. Joe fooled you, said my friend. You're kidding, I said. Every summer, every seagull that hung around the old man got the same name. Captain Billy Bill. Who knows how many birds got that name? Then I remember I was so embarrassed. I'm sure I turned red. To this day, every time I'm down at the dock and I see a seagull hovering over the waterfront, whether it is perched at the top of the eaves of a shack or walking down by the dock scouting for quahog morsels, I think of that one name. I tell myself, there is Captain Billy Bill.
I love that. I love that story. That's sweet. That sounds like something I would have thought.
Please comment.
Too.
Did you all get that?
I would have fallen
that story
for that
carefully
too.
enough?
I totally would have fallen for that. I would have.
Now we got to go through a little adventure.
We got to have a retuning. We're going to have a retuning, right?
Oh my God, we got to retune this thing. Oh my
All
God,
right.
he does not like to be retuned.
Oh, that's right. When he has a capo, he's a little different. Ooh.
So will you be patient with us for a moment?
We gotta go through a
We got
little.
some work to do here, otherwise the show will fall flat.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
tell you folks, it's worth it if you listen to it. What do you think? I think it's all right. What do you think?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
All right, if any of you, any musicologists out there, any PhD musicians, please don't get too close to the speaker. 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a gift to come down where you ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we shan't be ashamed. To turn will be our delight, till by turning we come out right. I love that. Want to do a verse?
Sure. 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight.
When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we shan't be ashamed.
To
turn will be our delight, till by turning we come out right. You want to do the mandolin again? We go. 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis the gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in that place just right, till we in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend
we shan't be ashamed. To turn
will be our delight, till by turning we come out right. gosh, look at us.
Aw, thank you, everybody. Hey, Jeffrey Gay, thanks for joining us.
Please comment. Please, jump
Yes. Hope we are playing live on Envy in July. Yes, we will be. Yes, we've got some gigs. Susan, we'll make sure you know about them so you can come. Yay, that'll be fun. Yay. Awesome. Well, it's getting to be about that time. We got to do a little bit of thank yous and say all of our proper credits and stuff, right? We got to make sure that we thank. Well, first of all, we got to thank all of you for showing up and being here, and whether that's right here in person right now on Facebook Live, or whether it's later on you show up and watch us on YouTube or Facebook, or maybe on MVTV or CCM down in Salem, Oregon. We got a lot of different ways and a podcast. Thank you to Brad for putting out, Brad Wortman, who does the Fisher Poetry Archive. You can look it up. .com and find all kinds of really cool stuff from the Fisher Poets Gathering and a lot of our shows, and you can do them on podcasts so you can be listening while you're driving and being safe. And
it was part of a community. If I'm sure you already figured this out, so we're just ringing a bell that you all know, but we're a community. We're surrounded by a lot of like-minded folks who care a lot about their coastal communities, the environment, the resources. They care a lot about their neighbors, their friends.
Yeah.
They care about each other.
That's right.
And music is our common language that we all share. Whether you're on the West Coast, our friends in Oregon, California.
Yeah.
South Coast, down by the Gulf of Mexico. We got a few of you. Please shout out. We got our Texas friends.
That's right. And we got updates on. I think you've updated the calendar on your website, right? MarkAllenLovewell.com. And I'm gonna get to the one that's on our MollyMark.com. It's been busy. I've been busy.
Yeah.
So I had a concert last night. It was really fun.
She performed
last
night
for a Bloomsday event. It was wonderful. It was lovely.
James Joyce's birthday.
That's right.
Have you any one of you
celebrated around the world?
Yeah, celebrated around the world.
Yeah,
Molly was a participant in it.
Very fun. I
went to bed early.
It did start late. It was starting late, but it was really good. And yeah, so check out our websites if you want any more information about us or any of that good stuff. And we hate when this time comes. It means we gotta leave you for another week, but we trust you'll have a good week.
And I love that story about the whales.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just visualize in my mind the idea of this whole community of let's hope happiness out there.
That's right.
I hope they're happy out there. They're having a full life. They're doing all that they need to do.
All that good whale stuff. That's what we want, exactly. And we're hoping maybe to go for a sail
and they
tomorrow.
live as long as humans do. You know, they have full.
Right. That's right.
At the end of the day, they sit around and talk to each other about what kind of a day it was.
Yay! Susan says we will come see you.
Aww.
Yay! Oh, we'll keep you posted for sure. What we got going in July? There's stuff. I can't see the July calendar right now. I see the June one, so don't worry. We got stuff.
We
we'll
have
let
this
you know.
big calendar on the wall that just to remind us of where we got to be and
There's
doing all the things.
There's a lot of writing on it for a lot of different things. So, we love this song. It's a good one.
Thank you, everyone, for your support, for the Patreon supporters.
Yeah.
There's a crew of people out there who really are very supportive of each other.
And Substack people too. So thank
Our
you for any
Substack
ways
newsletter.
you
We have a newsletter. We're going to work on that.
Thank you for all your help and support.
Anyway.
You know this one. Sing it with us.
Wasn't it nice having the mandolin here today?
It was fun to play.
I mean, we love the banjo. We love the concertinas.
Yeah,
and whatever,
we do.
But this little guy is just sweet.
It's a new toy. He's fun.
Oh, I know. I'm a little more serious than a toy. He's a real full-fledged whatever he is.
Yeah.
and he holds a tune better than my banjo.
Maybe it's a she. I don't know. It could be
And
a she.
your frets, look at your calluses on your fingers. They
I
look
know.
all right.
They're getting there.
She almost got to the
good.
verge of bleeding from the other one.
That was really true. Needed some help.
How many of you play musical instruments? Please give us some feedback. We want to know how many of we
You know about the calluses.
Joanne Rideout plays the guitar and is writing songs. We
That's
heard
right.
good stories about some of our followers on the show.
We encourage
Playing
you
music
all.
on their own.
Play, figure it out, do stuff.
Please
don't
share.
think it has to be perfect.
Please share your story. Nobody on this show is in the closet playing a musical instrument. I'm afraid that's the way it is. You got to share.
Take it out, try it, give it a whirl.
All hands and the capstan. See the cable running clear.
We do
Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home, fare thee well, the Spanish maiden. It is time to get into happy times we've spent together.
Oh yeah.
Happy times we've spent with you. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home, dear women. Rolling home, round Cape Horn, one frosty morning, and the sails were full of snow.
Boy,
Tighten those sheets and pull in those halyards.
let her off.
And let her go. Rolling home, rolling home,
I almost wanted to say rolling home to old Nantucket because of the Lynx ship that we saw this week.
Oh yeah, we
which
didn't
was
even talk about
so
that.
cool. We did post some pictures of it, and maybe we can throw in a picture on the YouTube version of this show. But what a beautiful schooner,
topsail
right?
schooner, Lynx, Lynx. Look it up. It's from Nantucket. You could Google it. It's beautiful.
And
It's about 90 feet long.
And I think it's been rolling home, like maybe while we were singing.
We even exchanged some pictures with the captain, and
yeah.
we're going to hang out with him in September.
That'll be fun. Yeah,
we're going to have a good time. Baby.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly. You. So, all right, fare thee well. See you next time.
That was Sunday at Sea, hosted by Mark Allen Lovewell and Molly Knoll of Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. Thank you, Mark and Molly. It was a real pleasure to have you on the show today. For more information about Sunday at Sea, please check out the link included in the podcast description. Well, that's it. This one's in the tote. The Fisher Poetry Podcast is written and produced by me, Brad Wortman. Music used in this episode is courtesy of Mark Allen Lovewell and Molly Knoll. We're always looking for Fisher poets like Mark and Molly to come on the show. If you'd like to appear or have comments about the show, please send an email to thefisherpoetrypodcast@gmail.com. If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe to haul the latest episodes into your net. The Fisher Poetry Podcast is available via our podcast host, Anchor, and several other hosts, including Apple, Google, and Amazon. Please also check out our videos on the Fisher Poetry channel on YouTube and visit the Fisher Poetry Podcast page on Facebook. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.
Come all young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea. Blow ye winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.